Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR 08 for the PlayStation 3. And in this episode of our season as Kasey Kahne, driver of the number 9 Dodge Dealers, Dodge. We're going to Homestead, Miami Speedway for the final race of the 2007 chase for the Nextel Cup. Last episode, he raced at Phoenix and got our 14th win of the season. How? I'm not quite sure. It was some kind of long-run strategy shit I didn't even see coming. But with that run, we find ourselves having the championship locked up by almost 2 races. I thought it was 2 full races, but it's more like a race and a half. If we have a good enough race here at Homestead, we'll wind up having a 2-race lead by the end of the season. That was our 14th win of the season if you look to the far right there. So we passed Jeff Gordon's modern era record of 13 wins in a single season. We got more wins than top 10s or top 5s in Kasey Kahne's actual 2007 season. This is better than even his 2006 season was in every single way. I could not have done a better job. Maybe I could have gotten more wins and then gotten more wins than top 10s in his 2006 season. That would have been whimsical to get 19 wins, but yeah, J.J. Ellie kept on trying to chase us down, and he could just not pull it off. He and Matt Kenseth wound up having 3 wins in this. Let's find out if maybe Jimmy Johnson or Mark Martin get to 3 wins, or maybe somebody else gets to a 2nd win. I've won almost half the races this season, my goodness. I guess I'm going to spend most of this video just talking about everything I've experienced in this game and my overall opinion on it now that I have been exposed to everything it has to offer. Is J.J. Ellie even in the top 10? Oh, I guess not. I mean, I see Ryan Newman in there, and I don't know where Matt Kenseth is. But those are the main guys I was paying attention to at Phoenix because they were the ones that were in reach of the championship. And now no one is. But I guess I do have to ask, maybe who might get to 3 wins or 2 wins, if someone new might win this race. I've not raced this track before, so I'm trying to use prior knowledge, determine how much I have to slow down. I already see where the racing groove is for this track in this game. That's one of the problems with this game, is how poorly the car drives. It drives like a fucking shopping cart. My goodness. It's weebling and wobbling, and it feels like I am pushing the car from the rear, like a shopping cart. I'm skedaddling and skadoodling.
Not a big deal. Keep digging.
What's not a big deal? I don't know what you're talking about. Jimmy Johnson is leading this race. I think he has 2 wins. It'd be kind of neato if he got himself a 3rd win. Okay, we're getting a run at the end of lap 2. And we're passing Kyle Petty, and we're trying to pass Paul Menard. I'm going to get way off the throttle, and I am trying to get around you guys, trying not over or understeer. Oh my God. That's all I get. That is all I get at a lot of tracks, these intermediate places. I get oversteer or I get understeer. And hella of either. I can't get somewhere in between and just drive exactly how I want to drive. Ow, ow. I'm just trying to stay off of the wall. Please, please let me not drive on the wall. And these AI, they're just as big of a problem as the physics engine is, that's for sure. These AI, dude, just drive straight. What the fuck? They have some kind of matrix going on where they all race together in the same system, and if you hit one car, you're hitting all of the cars. And sometimes the AI can fall out of their own matrix, their own programming, and start to crash into each other because they don't know they are next to each other. They don't know that they're hitting a car. They just keep doing it. I've seen it happen plenty of times. Man, this setup is awful. I am halfway on fuel after running 6 laps. That means 12 laps is a full fuel run. I mean, he did say that right after I crossed the start-finish line. So I shouldn't have much to worry about. Tony Stewart is leading. We ain't seen much of that in this game. Tony Stewart didn't have a bad 2007 season by any means. As a matter of fact, Tony Stewart is on the cover of the game. So why is he not one of the best drivers in the game? I mean, even in NASCAR 07, Elliott Sadler's on the cover, and he does run relatively well. So he made some more passes. I feel like I've passed quite a few cars, but I'm only 38th. Before I passed those two, I was 40th, even though I felt like I'd passed 5 cars. What are you doing, Scott Riggs? What are you doing? Slide up in front of him, please. Okie doke. Now we've caught David Pizza Man. David Rudiman, the Pizza Man. I did a season as David Pizza Man on the PlayStation 2 version of this game. At no point in that did I ever call him the Pizza Man. Oh my god. What is this setup? No, go away. Stay the fuck behind me, you stupid bitch. And you too, teammate. You're a stupid bitch. This game is a stupid bitch. I'm a stupid bitch! There's the fuel light. Ton of people heading down pit road, and all these AI are having to check up for cars pulling off the track to enter pit road. But whenever I said what it is that I said, I do mean that. As in the fact, I am a fan of NASCAR. And I hate everything NASCAR has become. But I'm a fan. I have an attachment. I wish I could sever it and chop it off like a fucking limb and never use it again. Like, World of Outlaws is something I wish I had an actual attachment to. They're not trying to force some kind of manufactured entertainment. And by all means, it seems more fair. I'm going to slow down to enter pit road. I did not use the access entry thing because I don't feel like the car is actually capable of driving on that. The setup is so terrible, I don't think it's possible. This game is a better version of racing than actual NASCAR is. And that is sad. Because when you watch the actual NASCAR product, you know who the champion would be? Bobby Labonte. He's had some really good runs in this chase, even though he's done absolutely nothing all year. I do not understand any of this whatsoever.
No problem, buddy. He's
But
real good right now.
as far as I'm concerned, we've had a lot more normal shit this season
Everything okay with the car?
that makes sense than actual NASCAR. Because anytime anything did not make sense, and how they concluded races and gave us results was basically just Nashville 2024. If y'all remember what happened in that race, that was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in NASCAR history, was how that race was officiated and how they got their result after racing for 3 hours or whatever it was. Well, anytime things fuck up in this game, it's something like that. It's just a scoring error. But still, somehow, some way, I would wind up in a more deserving place in the standings. And if it wasn't me, it'd be J.J. Elley, who was relatively consistent in the regular season and then just started popping off wins in the chase. Oh my god. What I don't know what the cause of that caution was, but we saw the remnants of it. Well, that's Brian Vickers. It's usually A.J. Allmendinger, the other Red Bull driver, but yeah, he did whatever that was. He kind of missed the corner. I don't know how you miss the corner when it's right there in front of you. It's pretty obvious to take it the same way every time. It's not a road course, but yeah, Brian Vickers and his Vickernism, he missed the corner. And oh my god, I should probably add a round of wedge into this thing. It is sliding like crazy. Add some wedge and then up the tire pressure? Maybe that would be the right thing to do? I don't know. The tires would last longer. It would kick out sideways and slide less. And that might solve most of my issues. whatever problems I'm having driving this thing in the way that it's set up could have been solved by EA testing their game. Matt Kenseth is leading. Does he have 3 wins or 2 wins? I know he's up in the championship fight, but I don't remember how many wins he has. And I was trying to go around this pack of cars because they were checking up. But I don't know how to pass 10 cars all at once. This has got to be more than 10 cars in front of me. Jamie McMurray is in the Irwin car. Back in the day, whenever the Irwin Tools car was not blue and yellow. Or there was one that wasn't just simply blue and yellow. I don't know. I am trying to pass it. He is going off the track to get out of my way. It's weird. They can do that. They can get off the track to get out of your way. But in so many other cases, they can't acknowledge you when you're right next to them and not put you in the wall. Oh my God, this car is so hard to drive. But I'm 16th. I have someone managed to climb all the way up to 16th with this car. That is hard to drive. And if I manage a top 10 or a top 5, keep in mind, Kasey Kahne did that in a car that was hard to drive. Speaking of Bobby Labonte, he's right here in front of me, and I just want to go straight. I just want to go straight. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to go underneath Bobby Labonte, and I'm not doing much of anything, but I am trying to pass him. Okay, we did it. We're 14th. Now, if I can just focus on the track ahead of me, and drive the track normal, and catch up to the next pack of cars. I'm not expecting that to be very difficult, considering the fact that pit stops are starting, and they like to check up for each other all the time. Tony Stewart is still leading. Yep, there you go. And they're all slowing down to head down into the pits. I doubled down on the use of the word down, which is automatically a triple down whenever I talk about it. My red light is still not on, so I'm going to stay out, and I'm going to lead this lap. Did I lead a lap during the last green flag run of pit stops? I'm not sure, but now we're going to lead this one. Let's not speed into pit road. I'll go 45, and it is 45. That's another thing that we don't actually talk about very much in this series, because I turned it off, are the black flags. You get black flag for just bumping into somebody too many times. Now, black flags do work if you pass them below the yellow line or pass a car before you get back to the finish line at restarts. But so many black flags can pile up for you hardly doing anything. I am not excited to exit pit road on this little entry thing right here with how terrible the car is at driving. This has to be the only time all season that I actually stayed off the track to exit pit road. Alright, I did a pretty decent job. I think I made a net loss of positions here as I am falling into... What? You said I was 15th, and then you changed it to 10th when a car passed me. Now I'm 13th. We did make a net gain, and I'm going to pass my teammate Elliott Sadler in a reverse of my paint scheme. We've never talked about the fact that his paint scheme is just a reverse of mine. It's maybe Daytona. But, yeah, what the heck? Like, I do not appreciate that, Jeff Green. His car is a banana. Look at that banana. Oh, it is not driving good, because I have to keep on acknowledging other cars to not collect damage. Yeah, man, this game is terrible at keeping track of positions. It's scoring loops that just don't make sense. I don't know when and where it updates for it to say some shit like that in the middle of the backstretch. I want to go around him. Please get out of my way. I have caught you. Like, they literally need to pull all the way out, off, to give me the full racetrack to make a pass. Because if I try any sort of maneuver to do so, something dumb happens. Like, I get oversteered or understeered and crash into the wall, or then they crush me into the wall. Passing a car is just not that simple in this game. Man, we are 11th. We are making up positions throughout the race, little by little. And then during the pit stops, do a little bit more of that. I thought I was going to lose position because I said I was 15th. But then a car passed me and I gained 5 positions. I don't get that. Here we go, here we go. Getting a run on my teammate Elliott Sadler again. Oh, okay. We're all right. We're up to 8th. Denny Hamlin is leading at the moment, but they're all heading down pit road. Back to Tony Stewart it goes. Oh, hold on. There's Greg Biffle. Was that not for position? I was 3rd. He passed me, and I'm 3rd. Well, then I guess Matt Kenseth went to pit. I was 2nd for just a little bit, so maybe that explains that. I am not going to pit until, for the most part, a full lap after my fuel light turns red. Because for my perception, that is the most I can get out of the car. If it turns red right now, that is all fine and dandy. I get to have this lap led. We're seeing a decent number of lead changes in this race. It's possible that I could wind up leading most laps with or without winning the darn thing just by staying out this long. My 2nd consecutive green flag pit stop of the race. Now that right there is a rarity. There are so many cautions in this game because the AI cannot take pit stops. Or someone wrecks, just spins themselves out in the middle of the straightaway. And then that brings out a caution during pit stops, or before pit stops, or it happens right after pit stops. And eventually I'm led to believe that their programming falls apart during the pit stop. Someone's trying to pull onto the track and they get some weird jagged entry merging, and then the freaking programming just doesn't work.
You're still looking good. Just stay with them.
And like it says that I'm A, some cars are going to pass me. At some point it's going to update and it's going to say that I'm a completely different position like last time. That's what I'm expecting. Man, you're trying to do some donuts. You need to stop. Okay, get up on. Those 2 guys are going to pass me. And what they said, I was 15th, and then it switched to 9th, and now I'm 11th. Okay, then. So I got some fresh tires, and I know I'm fast enough to compete with those 2 guys ahead of me. Hi, J.G. Illy. Golly, all I wanted to do was throw a block. Okay, I'm having a problem getting up to speed. There goes J.G. Illy around me.
Don't worry about that one. You'll be seeing him again.
Seeing him again? I'm seeing him right now. What are you talking about, dude? Seeing him again. No, I'm not blind. Okay, I might be nearsighted, but I can see better than that. Okay, just hold the brake. Hold the brake. There we go.
Come on, man. The car can't take too much more of that.
I did the best thing I could in that situation.
Let's go.
They're going to send me the tail of the field now. Because I'm trying to be around these cars that they're putting next to me, and I can't do that. It drives so poorly. We're going to add a full round of wedge.
We'll add a few rounds of wedge.
And we're going to add 3 pounds per square inch of tire pressure to both of the front tires.
Adding some pressure to the tires.
I wasn't done yet,
All right, buddy. Wheel straight. Put on
so I got to add 2 to the right front. So tell me, audience, what fucking sense does it make to have me sit there and wait for 1 minute and 30 seconds just for that menu to come the fuck up and then only give me 20 seconds to even pick through it? Then I get 2.5 seconds to decide whether or not I want to pit, and even if I click yes, nothing even matters. Because a number of times this season, under caution, it asked me if I want to pit, and then I'm like, yes. And that is how long that decision takes me to make. Not much time at all. And the game decides I took too long, and even though I clicked yes, the menu reacted to me clicking yes. It just skips to the restart. And doesn't register. There's so much wrong with pit road and pit stops and cautions and scoring and functionality in so many godforsaken ways in this game. I mean, it can take so much time and then not enough time for you to do shit. The game also lags whenever you make adjustments. I noticed that at some point. I don't know if y'all saw it this time. Well, J.J. Illy is back here with me. That means he pinned under the caution because we were just battling with him for position before the caution that I brought out. You know, A.J. Allmendinger is, he just pit. the strategy in this race is going to be kind of split between me and a few other guys, and then it's going to be the rest of the field who decide not to pit into that caution. I don't know the overall effect that's going to have 20 laps from now. I think it's just one pit stop left in the race for us, and maybe 2 for them. We'll have to wait and find out. Like, we've got to go 20 laps, and then they're having to go 24 laps, and I think they've already gone more than 4 laps last run. I could be wrong, though. I'm trying to do the math in my head. And there's one thing that's wrong with the telemetry stuff with this AI is, if I'm fast enough to actually pass any of these cars, how am I supposed to pass 20 cars all at once? And you see what's ahead of me. The game expects me to pass. The game expects me to pass 20 cars all at the same time. And none of them can acknowledge my existence. Go straight! Yes, something is wrong with the car. Something has been wrong with the car for 4 fucking months. Shut up! There is something wrong with the car! I'm going to the movies tonight. I'm going to go see The Wild Robot. But this is not going out until Tuesday, so I've already seen the movie by the time the video goes out. Oh, here they go. People are taking pit stops, and I am going to slide through all of that shit. That is the best I can offer right there, game. I didn't really have any choices. They're all checking up for each other and stopping and whatnot, and you are going to dump me. And is my car even still running? Okay, it is. Okay, just stop the car. Stop the car on the racetrack. Are you going to throw a caution, game? I wrecked. Throw a caution, game. I wrecked. I wrecked. Throw a caution. I wrecked. I mean, throw a caution. Stupid. Now, yes, I want to take a pit stop. I do want to take a pit stop. Why am I making that decision and coming up turn 2? We're in turn 2. So I'm just going to sit here and we're going to wait. This is the drum roll for the grand finale, the checkered flag for the championship that I've already won. Is me sitting here, driving 10 miles an hour, well before I take my pit stop. That they gave me the decision to make in the middle of turn 2. And this caution never had to happen. This guy didn't have to dump me off the corner. I was at the high side, he was in the middle lane. He came up into my fucking lane that my car was sitting in and turned my damn shit. And the fucking flag man, who's right the hell up there, can't even notice. Now my controller's on the floor. Okay, I got the controller. I mean, at this rate, they might just put us a lap down under caution because no one's going. No one's going anywhere under the caution. Kasey Mears is just the better Kasey. Congratulations, Kamikaze. Your boy's doing something. He is clogging up this fucking toilet of a video game. So I guess this pack is just going to drive right past us. Alright, y'all enter pit road. Y'all did it. Good job. They're really trying to make me late to go to the movies. I gave myself a 3-hour window to get ready to go to the movies. And I decided to shave. So, am I trapped a lap down now? Or did none of that part matter? We got very few laps left in the race. Okay, so we are on the lead lap. Car is in pristine condition, I figure. I've got fresh tires, so I can make some passes. Or y'all could throw a caution, erasing laps that I was going to need to be competitive in this race and the remaining laps in it. Well, that's unfortunate. The game just said I was 28th whenever I was looking at the position counter thing after the caution came out. I don't know how that might have ever happened. Is it correct?
Green, green, green.
Yeah, it says I am 28th. Yeah, that's wild. Okie dokie then. So now we got 4 laps to go. Now I'm 24th. I just gained 4 positions.
Steady, buddy.
Where? From what? How? Not that it matters. I've always been confused by this game in these same ways, asking the same questions. And I don't really care if I actually figure out where it gets all that statistics from, but still, it is what is going on at the moment. Get your ass out of my face, Kyle Petty.
That's probably payback.
Go put your ass in Joey Logano's face. You really like Joey Logano. Dale Jr. is leading. Well, now that is a note to go out on. Who's the sexiest of them all? Not Kasey Kahne. It's Dale Jr. Okie doke. So we're coming up on 2 to go.
Here we go. Looks nice strong.
And I ain't got any cars to pass, unfortunately. Unless they stack up really badly up there in front of us. Which, that looks like a possibility. Ugh. I'm coming. Got that wedge put in. Got that tire pressure in. I'm coming. Oh, Tony Stewart's leading. Yeah. Yeah, come on, Tony. You can do this. You can do this. This is all I need right now. Come on. I'm getting there. Damn it, Tony Raines. You're not the right Tony. Oh, come on. I can't drive the line that I want to. Would you get out of my way? God dang it. I'm just trying to pass a car.
Forget about that guy.
We're almost there. I can't even see the freaking leaderboard because of the damage indicator. It's still Tony. It's still Tony. Tony Stewart finally does something in this game that he is on the cover on. How poetic. And we finish in the top half of the field. Now that is also wonderful. And there's that leaderboard right there. Jimmy Johnson, Matt Kenseth, they're some of the chase contenders, and they finish up there. What the heck? This has never happened before. That's strange. And there are the final standings. Jeff Gordon probably should have been in the chase. He was the highest up of the drivers that didn't make the chase. And he was winning some stuff once it began. There's my guy, Tony Stewart. Got the 1-4-2-4 thing going on. Yeah, Dale Jr. almost won that race. He finds himself 15th. Greg Biffle won the first Phoenix race. He finds himself 16th. There's Jeff Green, who won himself some races. But yeah, you can look through this, and that is the final result of it all. Mike Wallace, you're terrible. Congratulations! You just won the NASCAR Nextel Cup Championship. You can now unlock the hidden Nextel Cup fantasy drivers for use in Race Now. Cheat code, Race the Pack. Well, that's useless, because all you gotta do to actually find the cheat code is go to Google and look it up on the dang internet. So whoop-de-freaking-do. But, thanks for watching me play through this game. If you did, I'll give it 0.5 out of 5 stars for some kind of rating system. I'll give it like a solid 11% rating. It succeeds at only things that don't actually matter. And then maybe the fact that the AI are really good at racing each other. Just not you. They ignore you. And sometimes they fuck up at racing each other. I'll give them that. But, oh my god. I was dreading the day that I would make content on this game. And now it's over. I did it. I even won at Daytona, and I won at Talladega too. Talladega, I earned that. I pulled that off all on my own. Daytona, that was just complete freaking luck. But yeah, I'm the master of super speedways. After all them real Radmans and Michael Marookses and Dylan Goodens that couldn't win Daytona, yeah, I pulled that shit off too. I'm going to take a break from making the NASCAR gaming content for a while. I'm going to focus on making some music-related content, and then we'll get back into shit. See you next time. That's that. And NASCAR 08 for the PlayStation 3. Over.